Well, hey everyone. How's it going? Good morning. I am gonna adjust my camera right off the start. Sorry about that. Um, Today is Tuesday. It is May the 20th. I have 3 items going out today. It was a long, very slow weekend. I actually, all of my platforms were on time away. There's something floating in there. We're on time away, which some people have opinions on whether it affects them or not. I'm here to tell you it definitely affects you, as you will be able to see. I was at my parents' house in Kansas. They no longer have Wi-Fi in their home, so I could not even do anything on YouTube, on any of my platforms. So it was a pretty slow weekend. But my time away came off yesterday. I actually stayed a long weekend and drove home last night. I beat the storms. If you are in the Midwest, you know that we all got hammered last night with lots of pop-up storms. And so I kind of, my 2-hour drive home was in between one storm cell and another storm cell. And so, yeah, I got home safely and, yeah, three small, very small items, but I am thankful for whatever sales I make. And yeah, so let's just get over it and get it out for my UPS guy or postal service guy, because I remembered to schedule that. So the 3 items, actually 2 of them actually sold yesterday. I went ahead and put them on last week. I just wrote them down in this spreadsheet, and truthfully, I have already done my totals for the week. So for last week, to give you kind of like a total, I didn't even include any of these 3 sales because they're very small, and so I'm just gonna go on without even adding it in. So, all right, the first one is this small. Actually, this is a good little brand to know. Kate Quinn. This is Kate Quinn Bamboo Collection. This is size 18 to 24 months. It was new with tag. Little bloomers is what it is, but my title is Kate Quinn Bamboo Collection Baby Button Bloomers. New with tag, size 18 to 24 months. I posted these for $9.99. I got them on April the 21st for 78 cents at the Goodwill. Took an offer of $8 and I flipped them for $5.74 was my net profit. So just getting them April the 21st, I'm happy with that. I had never heard of this brand. I looked it up when I was in the Goodwill, and I could tell, I was like, okay, this brand is actually an expensive line. They do natural organic fibers. I'm gonna get a little sticker on this one. So I was just taking a chance since my cost of goods was so low. I don't pick up a whole lot of kids' clothes, but I do. So I do randomly pick them up. So I got these cheap poly mailers. They're really pretty cheap. I got them at the pallet place, and you can see right up there's a huge stack of them. So I just kind of put them in that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide it down into my Better poly mailer, a 6x9. And it's going to go out that way. So as you can tell, net profit was very low, but it's not the lowest this time. So, all right, gonna go out 6x9. This is the low one. And I am so glad it's out of here, because I have had this for probably 2 years now. And it's one I was like, I don't know what to do with this. I bought 2 of these. And one of them sold really quickly. And so this is a men's jockey thermal. It's a quarter zip pullover. I mean, you can tell it's nicer quality. I liked how it had the little jockey in the corner. It's a men's extra large. Kind of has a little mock neck on it. But yeah, I got 2 of these about 2 years ago in a bag sale at one of my favorite thrift stores. I'm pretty sure is where I got them because there was 2 of them. I don't think I got them at the Goodwill outlet at the time. I used to go to a Goodwill outlet a little bit more, and now they're just so far away from me. But Rogers, Arkansas, their outlet is opening back up May 28th, and that is the one I go to the most just because it's the closest. So anyway, all right, so yeah, 2 years ago, I had marked this thing so low, and finally I got an offer of $5 and I just accepted it. I was like, get out of here. I'm done with you. So thank goodness I'm getting it off my hanging rack, and I'm going to take my $245 to the bank and be just happy with that. So anyway, I'm glad to see this one go. And then this is a long tail item as well. I'm just going to explain how I'm going to wrap it for y'all. I am going to use my 18 by 18 poly mailer. And I did this with another set of these that sold, and I actually got a good review that said, thank you for, your attention or whatever to the wrapping. So what I did is I have 2 cutouts of a box, that just a box. And then this is a set of 4 let me get my title. Vintage Hallmark 1993 gift wrap, lot of 4, new in package, baby shower gift wrap. So there's a set of 4 of them, and I got them very cheap at one of my favorite thrift stores, and sold it for $12.99. I don't even have my cost of goods anymore because it was so, like, literally this would have been from my 2023 spreadsheet. $12.99 plus shipping is what I sold it for. They did use my 10% off coupon in my store, and my net profit is $8.33. After having a relatively good week last week, the weekend ended with but I'm okay with that because I spent time with family and, got to see my mom for our Mother's Day, and went to a greenhouse. We did some thrifting, we went to garage sales and some flea markets. There are not any thrift stores around them, but there are flea markets, which I actually have something amazing I'm going to show you probably on tomorrow's, I don't know when. I don't have much of a haul, but I guess I could do a haul and show you what I got. I ended up getting bags of jewelry from this one flea market, and this one vintage brooch with the clip-on earrings. I could tell it was marked or signed, and so I went ahead and grabbed a few of the bags. They were like $1, $2, $3 was the most I paid on one of the bags. I think I got 5 bags total, and just in one of the bags, the brooch and the earrings are very rare, and I will be posting them for $400. So I was so excited when I got back to the car. I actually did some comps with my mom's phone since I didn't have service, and I was so excited. They were very happy for me. So anyway, I'll try and do a haul maybe tomorrow for you guys on everything I got. We went to an estate sale also. I picked up several items there. It wasn't much, but I'll try and do a haul for you. So anyway, this last week, my numbers for the week of May the 12th through the 18th, I'm just going to leave those 3 small sales off and just pretend they didn't happen, even though I know they did. I put them in my spreadsheet though. So prior to the weekend, I had 21 sales, which is definitely lower than the last weekend. The weekend before I had 30. So that just kind of goes to show when you have to go on vacation, what happens to your store. I did time away on eBay, which allows you to still make sales, but then it alerts those buyers that, you know, you won't be able to ship out until a certain time. So anyway, 21 sales. My net profit was still pretty good. I had some good sales the last week, and my net profit was $329.93 on last week, which makes my debt payment $82.48, which is not a bad payment. And this will be my 7th payment to my debt that I'm trying to pay off. And I did make last week's payment. I had a great payment last week of $121. So I kind of have a goal, like if I could pay a $400 a month extra, that would be ultimately a great, like if I could pay more than that, it'd be great. So I'm going to try and shoot for that. But yeah, last week was a great week up until I went on vacation. So I cannot complain. I had some great sales. I have a lot of work to get done, but today we are looking at wedding venues. For those of you that follow me, you know I recently announced my son proposed, and so we are already on the venue train. So today is a full day of looking at wedding venues. I'm excited. I'm getting a wonderful daughter-in-law that I love, and he's my one and only child. So I'm just gonna soak this in and be the mother of the groom and get to hang out with her and her mom. And so I'm excited. So anyway, thanks for joining. And I'm sorry this video is kind of just short, thrown together, and I'm off my game just from getting back last night with the storms. So I'll see you later. Have a great one.